All right, I have reason to believe that this week will be the breakout week for Jameson Williams. Now, I have to admit, I'm a homer. So I've been playing Jameson Williams the last 3 weeks in fantasy, just hoping that each week is the breakout week, never actually thinking it was. But in this video, I'm going to tell you of the multiple reasons why I believe JMO is going to have a big week against the Saints, and everything is kind of lining up. And if the Lions want to have a good offensive game, Jameson Williams is going to have to be part of that game plan. I'm going to explain to you why. First, if you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Do you think this is the week that Jameson breaks out? Are you sick of hearing about Jameson Williams breaking out and you're just waiting to see it? Do you feel like he already has a little bit? Like there's a bunch of things. So we're going to start with what the coaching staff said. I'm going to start there. And then we'll kind of move into some of the other stuff that I think are good reason to see that he could break out. So without further ado, here's what Ben Johnson said. First against Green Bay, he recorded 2 catches, 51 yards. He had the touchdown a week before, or was it 2 weeks before against the Chargers? Anyways, here's what Ben Johnson said. He said that he's getting better every week, Jameson Williams. You see it, and because of that, here's the difference in the past. The way he's practicing, the way he's preparing, and the way he's playing, because of that, his reps are going up. So I'm going to just pause for this. We're going to go back to another Ben Johnson quote in a minute. But I'm going to pause this for just a second because, and I can't show it to you because, again, it's behind a paywall, but I can talk about it. All right. Jameson Williams' reps are going up. Based on PFF, his number of pass plays that he was on the field over the first whatever weeks. He first started playing in week 5, basically. But the amount of pass plays he was on the field over the last 3 weeks. Against the Chargers, 19. Against the Bears, 25. Against the Packers, 34. Do you see the trend? He is trending toward 40 pass plays there. All right. Meanwhile, Josh Reynolds is going the opposite way. All right. Now, his were up against Green Bay because there were a lot of pass attempts. But in the 3 games previous, 4 games, he went from 41 and 45 snaps against Tampa Bay and Baltimore down to 34, 27, 29. So we are actually seeing Jameson Williams almost out-snap Josh Reynolds. Meanwhile, Josh Reynolds' grades, his playing grades, you've seen it on the field, he's not playing as well. So his numbers are going down just with his offensive grades. It's gone, his last 5 games were 60, 48, 62, 56, and 56. That's not good. Jameson Williams, a central rookie, his last 3 games graded have been 67, 70, 67. He's not only been on the field almost as much, he's been the better player when he is on the field. All right. And that, I think, is what led Ben Johnson to say this. He continues to get out there, and the ball is going to just start gravitating to him just a little bit more than it already has. Okay. We're going to get to that in just a second. We're going to finish that quote. If you have been paying attention to what this coaching staff has said about Jameson Williams, this is the first time that they have ever talked about more reps. I mean, not more reps, but this is the first time they've ever talked about the ball gravitating to him more. This is the first time they've said he's doing a good job. This is the first time they're not just saying he's fast, that he's working hard, and he's getting used to the system. That's what it's been. That's what it's been for a year and a half. And now, all of a sudden, it's the second half of the quote. But he's doing a really nice job. That's a straight compliment to Jameson Williams. And he just needs to continue to put in the work like he's doing right now, and good things will happen. So you still have just keep putting in the work, just keep putting in the work, keep putting in the work. But they're saying it in a different way. Also, in the last couple of games, he's caught the ball with his hand a couple times. He's had a contested catch. He's had a catch where he catches it and then gets rocked a little bit, and he's holding on to the ball. You can tell he is adjusting to the speed of the game. It is going much, much better for him. So I told you I'd give you multiple. That was just 2. So number 1, we have the coaching staff is positively talking about him and actually saying he's going to get more reps. That's great. All right. Number 2 is talking about how they have been amping him up. And Josh Reynolds, while he's playing better and better, Josh Reynolds is playing worse and worse, or just their baselines. Jameson's is up here and Reynolds is down here. So those are the first 2 reasons. The third reason is the type of defense that the Saints play. So they have Tyrann Mathieu there, the Honey Badger. So I go with what the Saints have done and also what the Lions have done wrong and what teams are starting to cue in on. So with the Bears and the Packers, there is this understanding. I don't know why it took teams a year and a half to figure it out. Jared Goff loves to throw the ball over the middle of the field. So you can stop that by doing one of 2 things. Either your linebackers go back, almost like that old school Tampa 2, right? Or you bring a safety up. And those guys can interfere with passing lanes, which we saw routinely. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown's like bread and butter, Laporta, these guys. But if you are going to take the safety up, which is my guess in what New Orleans is going to do, and also you want to bring a safety up because of how well the Lions run the ball, you can counteract that in one way, and that is by play action deep or just throw the ball deep. And Jameson Williams is the guy on this team to go deep to, period. So that is the one that you're going to want to look at when you talk about the way a game is, like the flow of a game. Watching the Saints last week, they got, I think, 2 interceptions against Cam Ritter. Both of them came in the middle of the field. So if the Lions want to avoid the middle of the field, if the Saints know the Lions want to go to the middle of the field, you can't cover the whole field equally. So deep shots on the outside. And who would you rather have running deep shots on the outside? Jameson Williams or Reynolds or Josh Reynolds or even Donovan Peoples-Jones? Because I'm at a point right now where it's J-Mo. And I don't care if you do it out of the slot. I don't care if you do it from the outside. But you need to have somebody continually stretching the defense and somebody willing to actually take those deep shots. So that is why I believe this is the week that Jameson Williams officially breaks out. And when he does that, the defenses can no longer cheat, knowing where St. Brown's going to be, knowing that Goff loves to throw over the middle, because he will beat them deep with J-Mo. And that is what's going to make this offense truly multifaceted. That is what's going to get Jared Goff back under the good graces of this fan base. And that is how the Lions are going to win games offensively going forward. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. See you on the next one.